She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax!
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate, she does!
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crowd already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to over...
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morrigan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra...
And there will be a coronation taking place. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Oh, by the hair! Whipped across the ring.
That ain't right. Oh, serves her right. Not taking the competition seriously.
Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria facing off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Who will take home the crown? Throws her back in from ringside.
Going head to head, putting each other to the test.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Toe to toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what. Right elbow drop.
Right to the heart.
Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, it was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade. Well, if you're Lyra Valkyria, what do you do to pull off a massive upset tonight?
But Lyra's a technical wizard, Cole. In fact, from a technique perspective, she may actually have Nia Jax outgunned. And beyond relying on her technique, if I'm Lyra, I'm going to try to frustrate Nia. I don't know how possible that is, but if you frustrate Nia, she may make a crucial mistake.
Valkyria gets countered. Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect? From the top!
She went airborne and missed.
A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
Going up,
But right hands create... Lyra Valkyria powering up her opponent. Nightwing connects. Now Valkyria needs to end this. Late in the match, but somehow has the incomparable power to kick out before the 1 count.
I don't know if there's more frustration or desperation in the ring now, knowing that you tried to end this and failed.
From the top.
Taking a flight to nowhere.
Did you see that? Risking it all and taking an awful fall.
Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth, and Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced anyone the size of Jax. This is a first for her career. And now thrown back into the ring. She gets bounced into the corner. Jax is showcasing her power right here.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here. And Nia Jax has Lyra right where she wants her.
Muscled all the way up and
She's not ready for this to be over, I guess.
In the hard way. Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow! Undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months. And Jax has stayed that dominant for years. No, flesh on flesh. Nothing pretty about it. And she heads out to the floor. Obviously was in need of a breather.
And an answer from her. Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic. But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level. And she's gaining more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now. Stuck in the tree of woe. They are doing whatever they please.
Climbing to the top rope here. From the top.
piercing elbow.
A baffling choice, her stopping the pin like that.
Nia looking to end this thing.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing. Please, let's call the move by its real name. It's a Samoan driver. I think Nia Jax doesn't have the Samoan driver scouted. Ooh, short clothesline hits its mark.
And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
And the Irresistible Force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
And now she delivers her back into the ring.
Lyra Valkyria is dead to rights.
I think we're about to see it. Muscles them all the way up. Powerbomb. Jax on the verge here.
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, you know, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? You know, he had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. It became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins, and he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks.
Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
Now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life. Instead, he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold. And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to those disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
Hoisted up high here.
Outside! Well, that's one way to seize control. Soaring!
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
That misstep could have cost them this match entirely.
A hard landing for sure. Double axe handle. Oof. Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught.
And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, watch out. You gotta be kidding me.
From all the way up. Wasted no time. Flying out to the floor. I hope he doesn't hit him with the knuckle puck.
We're getting up close. Look at this intense battle.
Everything ringside has potential to do some serious injury.
Corey, Austin has been out of in-ring action for nearly a year. Does any possible ring rust factor into this match?
Well, maybe if this act...
He's going for it.
Rikishi gets the shoulder up.
He's not even close to being done yet.
And he counters.
And he's busted open. We need to get the doctors out here quick.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin in the picture. And that's thanks to Rikishi.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for all The Rock's success.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
He's got the slugger in hand and is ready to go to work.
Stone Cold too slow there. We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunity. Rikishi's running.
Rikishi got all of it. Cashing in on that effort.
He ends the pin attempt. for some reason.
Shoulder tackle. Rikishi feeling the pride of his family with every ounce of damage he delivers to Stone Cold.
Oh, a horrific crack in the back. Just a ghastly shot.
Stone Cold avoids the attack.
These two showing how well they know each other.
Delivered with force.
Oh, he scattered that one.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
Has him set up in the corner of the ring. Dominating shoulder tackle. He's able to dodge out of the way. Hoisted up. Snap suplex.
He quickly slides into the ring.
Headbutt derails the oncoming attack. Big time power slam.
Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing forearm. And Rikishi enjoying how he's worn down the rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet The Rock is smiling about it, too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
Stepping out of the ring here. Can Austin weather this storm, guys?
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Oh, just got hit by a flying bat without the wings.
Oh, my God. Right over the top and hit hard. Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time. Rikishi looking to finish the job from 10 months ago. Rikishi hoisting up his opponent. Rikishi driver. Is that enough to take out Austin?
Jeez, it's like they're beating a dead horse.
Rikishi is picking the competition apart.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
And he evades the attack. Dominating. Shoulder tackle.
The rattlesnake's being picked apart.
You're not going to see Rikishi show any remorse.
And that was certainly a targeted attack to the core.
Targets the gut to end the offense.
Looks like he's coming back in. And Austin raising one up for the WWE Universe here.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Rikishi is picking the competition apart.
Austin needs to mount some offense.
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. And Rikishi with a counter. And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business.
I know a few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. That's fitting well.
Stone Cold in some serious trouble.
Yeah, Rikishi isn't giving any quarter.
Vicious. Vicious headbutt.
Disdain.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. He truly believes he's done something for his family, for his people. His family's respect is the only respect.
And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake is taking it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger. Just like Rikishi did to him.
Ruthless press by Austin, and now he's just dropping bombs.
He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
Out of everything under the ring, we're pulling out shovels now? That just makes me sick. Oh, no. The shovel right to the head.
Taking things back into the ring.
Rikishi driver. That finally has to slam the door shut and end this.
2 count. Rikishi somehow defangs the rattlesnake. Damn it. This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used today by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was going to wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. Outside of the ring, man, just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family, whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga. Until they weren't. Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by, of all things, a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring. Showcase Umaga's cruel brutality and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place. I assure you, my dear friend, Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He could be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title's only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being, and he can easily change that trend right here tonight.
A phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a three-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
Once the bell rings, these two are going to go at each other full force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 353 pounds, Umaga. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, John Cena!
You can see it in everyone's eyes. They all want this championship. Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him, like he has all his other opponents.
But this is John Cena we're talking about. If anyone can stand up to Umaga's brutality and power, it's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got.
Caught in a bad spot.
Are you kidding?
And don't expect much of a wrestling match in this one. Expect more of a brawl. This is not going to look pretty. It's going to get ugly. This is two trains on a track to a head-on collision.
Toe-to-toe. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bloody. And it will come down to who wants it more.
Umaga with a retaliation.
Delivered into the barricade. Good luck catching your breath after that.
Referee continues the count.
Not much time left here.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
2, 3, 4.
Here we go with the double. WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him, like he has all his other opponents.
But this is John Cena we're talking about. If anyone can stand up to Umaga's brutality and power, it's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got. Umaga's gonna fly
Through the air, and connects.
from up top, right onto the target outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey, and his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan Bulldozer.
Gets put into the barricade.
Back in the ring.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count.
Oh, my goodness. Draped across the barricade.
Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep... up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
I think you're right, Cole. This might just come down to who has more gas in the tank.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a dangerous and deadly savage.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps. He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
And he now slides back into the ring.
Boom, right in the button. A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup.
Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down. Oh, for the title.
He clearly wants to dish out more punishment.
Oh, man, he is fired up now.
Momentum fully shifted to Umaga.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense. Really just laying it in.
That's using your head.
Umaga proving to be a relentless super heavyweight, determined on becoming the WWE champion tonight.
Big headbutt. That didn't look good for Cena at all. And now the aftermath is painted on his face.
Nice counter by Cena.
Clothesline. Some good offense from Cena there, but it's going to be hard for John to have any lasting effect on such a...
Watch out!
Oh, man, he landed rough. Boom, impact. Big forearm.
Dominating shoulder tackle. Umaga sidesteps that.
Effective counter. Running heel kick. incredible to see a superstar of that size move with such grace. Everything he can do to create space here.
Here it comes!
Oh, Samoan spike.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
That's using your head. And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human being.
And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout. Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around.
Back into the ring now.
Big clothesline.
And Cena is taking on a lot of offense now.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
And I could look at Umaga and he reminds me of Yokozuna, whose unmatched thickness and size is an orthodox offense. Cena ducks underneath, couple of shoulder tackles now. Cena, the powerhouse, gonna finish things up with a slam. That unraveled on Umaga. Trying to work the arm. Now in control. They're gonna have to try to fight out of this. Body shots connecting. Placed him in the corner here.
And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look out!
What a headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant.
He's able to counter that.
Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think he forgets that he's evil.
This isn't good. He's got bad things in mind. And Cena retaliates.
Michinoku driver.
Two powerhouses, a championship on the line. We knew this would be a battle.
Umaga and Cena aren't giving up any ground here.
He quickly gets out of dodge.
Oh, vicious headbutt.
Pulls their opponent in, belly to belly.
Umaga with a crazed look in his eyes, staring down Cena.
Caught with that sharp elbow.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks today. This'll do it. Umaga.
Solid spike. Are we headed towards a title change?
The cover. The reign continues. The champ kicks out.
The title still hanging in the balance.
confidence of a champ.
Able to get to the ropes here. Great awareness.
Back into the ring now.
Boom! What a headbutt! Clutch! They'll break someone's back and make them humble. Perfectly executed submission hold.
New champion! An undefeated champion!
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE Championship. Cena's title reign is over.
An incredibly impressive showing from Umaga tonight, absolutely leveling John Cena in a savage display of dominance.
Will Cena come looking for a rematch? Only time will tell. But for now, this is Umaga's moment. He is your WWE Champion.
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning. Initially hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me. 3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. 2 bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features two Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
Two roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match and accompanied by Paul Ellering at a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akam and Razor, the authors of pain.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning.
You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
And at a combined weight of 770 pounds, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's an irregular match, Cole. This is Extreme Rules.
These two hit squads are going to tear each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
We got 3-minute warning and the authors of pain clashing tonight in what should be a harrowing Extreme Rules match. Considering the teams involved here, it comes as no surprise that we have medical teams standing by backstage.
Yeah, these are two of the most merciless and physical teams we've ever seen. Lasting bodily harm isn't just highly probable in this match, it's essentially guaranteed.
Well, I, for one, can't wait to see what these teams do with the rules thrown out the window. They're free to be as creative as they want in their pursuit of absolutely annihilating one another.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning.
What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives. When you're as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over.
Many would call the AOP and 3-minute warning equally brutal.
Take it over!
Go for the win here!
Immediately powers out.
Not time to expect victory yet.
Stomping away. He's really feeling all the damage he's taken up till now.
You know exactly what you're getting into when you sign up for this kind of match. Every strike more devastating than the last.
That was more splatter than splash.
Watch for the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warnings, thug-like tap.
First up top.
Knee drop. Got him right where he wants him. No, kicks out. This could be a tipping point in this match.
He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught.
The sheer force of that landing was probably enough to fracture a few bones. Tossing them aside.
Just a perfect mix of pure power and bad intentions.
Headbutt.
Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal always remains the same, and that is complete destruction of the opposition.
We call them equal opportunity ass kickers. The first few rows should take a couple steps back because no one is safe when you're in the vicinity of these teams.
Stop right to the gut.
And repeated impacts like that will weaken you mentally as much as it does physically.
Boom, what a kick.
Great athleticism.
He's finding himself in some territory he does not want to be in.
This is what we expect out of Extreme Rules. No one is safe.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced.
Has their opponent down.
You got to wonder if there's...
Gotta find a way out of the camel clutch. That'll do it.
And he slides him back to the mat. And what's this manager looking for under the ring? He has no business down there. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. And we have a pin attempt. Surprisingly quick kick out.
Maybe that was just to keep his opponent off balance. A cracking throw from that.
There it is. He could end it here.
Shoulders up.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Catches the kick. Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college football in Hawaii. Imagine being pancaked by the force Rosie brings. We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP and 3-minute warning are exceeding all expectations.
Spinebuster!
Rosie's just begging for a fight.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight. Whip back into the ring.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
Samoa drop. Oh my God.
Dragging them out. There's a slam, setting them up in the corner. What does this superstar have planned? Gonna climb to the second rope.
Beautiful splash.
3-minute warning might...
Just be done messing around.
Oh, he got him. Is he going to lock this in? This could be it. We could see a tap out any second now.
Gonna take a lot of
tapping out.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City,
Charlotte Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier, and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history.
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown. First SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you could feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
And Tamina is hoping to live up to her family's legacy. She wants that briefcase. She wants that title. It's in her blood.
Mela is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island, Carmella.
Byron, Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately, so she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya.
Every last woman in this match has chased this opportunity so fiercely. They have chased the championship, perhaps none more so than Natalya.
Winning Money in the Bank would certainly go a long way to helping Natalya prove she, too, is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Winning that briefcase is like taking the proverbial express lane to success.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are going to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase, become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Rapid fire runs over and over.
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, Cole, this has the possibility to completely unravel here.
Butterfly suplex. Counter from Tamina. Shot block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
Great way to completely disrupt the momentum and buy yourself some time.
Such a a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere.
In from the top.
Double axe handle. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
Said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Going down to the apron, grabbing the ladder, and look at what she's doing.
Oh, boy. She's got sinister thoughts running through her head now.
Shin breaker. It'll be hard to walk after that. She's facing some real pushback here.
Yeah, Natalya showed that Hurt family wisdom.
Fishing for something beneath the ring.
Once she gets going with that kendo stick, this match could be over real fast.
A contract that could change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was allotted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight. Might be a little overzealous going for it here.
Too late to stop now, though.
All eyes are glued high above the ring.
Getting it down is proving to be harder than it looks.
You know the old saying about the enemy of my enemy? I think we just saw that play out.
You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that. Getting the ladder into position here.
Picked the perfect spot, too.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her.
Legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
This is a risky play, but could be the only opportunity all match. Can't waste any time now. Gotta get it off that hook.
Look at this. This can't be good. And it was offense. With a hurtful purpose.
Now that's what you call impact.
Whoa, she retaliates. No.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank. Big right hand.
Placing her in the corner.
Crashing onto that ladder.
Dangerous position to be in here. Natalya landed it right there.
blow. Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring. Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
Vicious use of the knee. She's being derailed here.
Yeah, Cole, taking this much damage now seriously impacts her speed up the ladder.
Carried into jeopardizing position here.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my God, Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
And Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we... say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
This battle is filled in the ringside area and is drawing dangerously close to our table. Once again, she's put on the back foot.
And all of this pain and discomfort will make ascending the ladder very challenging.
Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb a ladder at all. Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
And Tamina's confidence must be low after that attack.
Yeah, Becky's trademark brashness continues to serve her well in this one.
She's bringing the fight outside. She's rummaging around under the ring here.
And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand. What impact! Right in the kisser.
And she's positioning the ladder perfectly in the center of the ring there. And Lynch falls victim to some big impact there.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less. Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach.
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover.
Better hurry.
Natalya trying to reach out for the contract.
Well, the history books and a hook name once more.
So close. Has to go faster.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. Victory is literally within her reach here.
Slow and steady won't win the race in this situation. She's got to feel her opponent staring daggers at her here.
Oh, my God, what a move.
To the back of the neck. Not done yet.
And the manhandle slam. shot. History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny. Willing to go through hell for it. Is this the right time? Is this the career-making moment? Every time you climb that ladder, you hope it's the last time.
Certainly isn't getting any safer up there.
The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied. Submission locked in, but
She's tapping, but it doesn't matter at all in this situation.
suplex rolls through. Right into the disarm. She's going to attack. She releases the hold. No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
Trying to grab it. Heart has to be pumping right now.
Needs to focus and pull it together. Looking to free it here. Could be mere seconds away from unhooking it now. Powerful contact by Tamina. Carmella with a super kick. Carmella's eyes are growing wider now. Is this her chance to climb the ladder and become mid?
This could be the beginning of the end.
Uh-oh. Sharpshooter applied. Very unique escape to fight her way out of the sharpshooter.
Nasty shot delivered by Charlotte. Natural selection.
The Queen has put an opponent in the dirt, and now the ladder to her throne awaits. Crashing right into that ladder.
What a sickening impact.
Oh, right to the throat. He's climbing to the top.
Taking flight. Sliding out of danger there.
And attacking the body here could be a smart strategy. A reversal. Well scouted. And she had Natalya's number there.
Sent into the stairs. That'll stop anybody.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch.
Getting lifted to the top rope. An awkward position there on the top rope.
Well, this is going to be nasty. Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
He's got it in her hands.
Can she end it here? The whole match is literally in the palm of their hands. The WWE Universe can't believe what these warriors are doing to one another. Everyone's fired up. Carmella has the briefcase. Mella is Miss Money in the Bank.
Your winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Carmella!
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch looking to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. Is there anyone more
Taking flight.
And meanwhile, Charlotte. And brings the ladder to the middle of the ring.
Perfect setup, Cole, but the job's only half done.
Needs to move quick here.
This might be your chance.
Looks like scaling the ladder was the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge.
Lynch has a hold of the briefcase.
Might be Becky's best chance right here.
Have to finish the job now. You have to get it totally unhooked.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
Axe hand finds the mark. A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
She's got the ladder positioned how she wants it.
Creating a deadly situation in the corner.
Uh-oh, trouble might be coming our way.
Quick, Saxton, get under the table to protect yourself. Good idea.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Good God! Her body cut that table in half!
There might not be anything left of her after that.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
Kendo stick right to the head.
Tamina sidesteps that.
And she had Charlotte under there.
Trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible.
The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best.
Oh, one step ahead there.
She's able to evade.
Now Carmella. Sit up, slam. And Becky's confidence looked rocked after that.
That unfolded just as Charlotte planned, showing she's not just brawn, she's brains too.
Boom. Powerful contact by Tamina. That can make an opening for her.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Uh-oh. Sharpshooter applied.
Submission maneuver is locked in. Just
very unique escape to fight her way out of the sharpshooter.
She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
Crucial step.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
You heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms. It's going to take some time, but you got to just keep going.
Still hanging high. This is what it's all about.
Lynch. Suplex rolls through into that armbar submission. Disarmor is cinched.
This is just the kind of message we were expecting. Nothing but a grip as she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
Taking this fight back to the ring. And that toss got some hang time. Heading to the top now.
No doubt she's looking to end her here.
From way up, double axe handle connects.
Nothing fancy about that.
It looks like she wants to take this match outside.
I don't care what they say. Nothing good ever comes from getting the tables.
And what's she going to do at this table?
Set up a buffet. What do you think she's going to do, Saxton?
I had the foresight to get out of that one.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
That ladder changes the complexion of this match entirely.
And she re-enters the ring.
Spin kick to the midsection.
No. Bomb out of the apron. Exiting the ring, taking the action outside.
A demeaning gaze painted on Flair's face. What a move!
Becky Lynch.
Meanwhile, Lynch.
Whoa, what a landing!
Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
She's heading out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her.
And Natalya dodges there. Nice reverse. What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior. And undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can't pave her way to the top of the ladder.
She's in a very tough position.
I have no idea how she's still standing.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Oh, my Lord! And she just avoided some serious damage. Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have...
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch looking to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself. There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank. The crowd is going absolutely crazy right now. They know this could be it. Have to move fast. Time is of the essence. You're so close. One good pull and this match is over.
That's not that easy, Saxton.
Not a leg drop.
It's over. Natalya grabs the briefcase and becomes Miss Money in the Bank.
Your winner of the Money.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
A revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself. There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down to the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank. Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring. Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder and close to the briefcase. Maybe this isn't a good position to go for it. That certainly seems to be having trouble up there. Ladder's in position, gonna make the climb.
She's stretching, but can she get a win?
Seems to be struggling a bit up there.
Yeah, sweaty palms making this difficult.
Climbing up that ladder.
Into the barricade. Looks like she's opting to go with the old classic, a steel chair.
Three second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Oh, man, she finds a hard landing on the outside.
Carefully measuring. Bionic elbow driven down.
Carmella might need to start leaning on her in-ring IQ after an attack like that.
Now bringing her fury to ringside. Oh, my goodness.
And slides back into the ring. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal. We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms. Down with the leg drop. temple.
Oh, strong impact.
And that's not going to make Tamina happy.
That was brutal, and Carmella is opened up.
The damage is starting to affect her.
Yeah, Becky looked as locked in as ever there.
A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars has successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Oh, man, by the hair.
Caught with a clothesline.
Just like that, sent out of the ring. Climbing up, she got something big planned here. From the top. And now here's Carmella, and completely missed the mark.
Went for it at the wrong moment and paid a terrible price with that impact on the outside.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
No love lost between Lynch and her opponent. Uh-oh. Has to find a way out of this.
The powerbomb's not meant to be pretty, but oh man, does it get the job done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't want to be taking any more of those.
Things are looking a little rocky for her.
If this keeps up, climbing that ladder is going to be very difficult.
Legs up. Big headbutt to the guts.
Ooh. Oh, man. Man, a little extra luster behind that kick. Leading her into the corner now.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
The action spilling in our direction.
What a barrage of stomps.
And Natalya dodges there.
Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb the ladder at all.
On the top.
Clearing off the announce table. This can't be good.
Nothing but bad intentions in mind, I'm sure.
She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes.
Ooh. Counter from Tamina. One counter met by another.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Natural selection.
The Queen has put an opponent in the dirt, and now the ladder to her throne awaits. Taken down by the neck.
Oh, kick connects. And Charlotte got rocked off of that one.
This deep into a ladder match, the last thing you want is to start breaking down.
Caught with the foot. Oh, great wherewithal there. But now Natalya.
Oh, this is Natalya's wheelhouse.
The Hart family legacy lives on. Sharpshooter applied.
And you still need to find a way out of this. Tapping won't save.
Very unique escape to fight her way out of the sharpshooter.
Table. And guys, I don't think there will be any place settings. History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny. Willing to go through hell for it.
Being carried around now. She's setting the ladder up dead center.
Oh, her eyes are on the prize now.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. reaching for the prize.
Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory.
She's in place. Can she end this here?
Time is your enemy here. I just don't know if there's enough of it to get it down. Tamina is so close to victory now.
Could this be her moment?
Tugging and grabbing and doing everything to get it down.
The entire WWE Universe is on their feet now.
So am I.
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Trying not to fumble around too much here.
And Carmella with a takedown, looking for
the call of silence. Lynch.
She's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her.
Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Oh, kick right to the gut. She countered that into her own offense. Powerful contact by Tamina.
Nasty shot to the throat.
Oh, my God, a clothesline. Oh, what a boot. And Charlotte is being controlled here.
Charlotte trying to withstand this surge.
the boat. Natalya doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied.
Just looking to do some damage. This hold can't even decide the match.
And she's tapping, but it doesn't even matter. It can't save her here. And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there. And now Tamina sitting ringside. And they just tossed them aside.
Becky Lynch looking for the disarmer. It's got to be a matter of seconds before we hear something pop.
Gotta find a way out. Not even.
Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here?
And she's tracking her opponent. Might be ready to put her away.
From way up.
Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte. Followed by natural selection.
Becky's hope to reclaim the Women's Championship is looking a whole lot bleaker now.
Setting up the ladder.
This could be it.
Head up that ladder. Center of the ring. She's grabbing at the prize now.
It's just a matter of time now.
No room for error on top of the ladder.
Massive atomic drop.
Oh, my God, look at this.
Double suplex.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Natural selection by Charlotte.
Bye-bye, Carmella. I don't think she'll be climbing a ladder after that.
And she heads out to the floor. Obviously was in need of a breather. The Queen looking disgusted to be in the ring with her opposition now.
Look at this. She's going for her destiny, guys.
But she better hurry. She doesn't have much time.
Climbing up. But is there enough time to go for the win?
Oh, man.
Hands on, but can't quite grab it.
Any opening could be the opening. You just have to go for it. Becky with history in her hands.
Lynch brings down the briefcase. The first Miss Money in the Bank.
Your winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
That's just hard to watch.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to the ladder and close to the briefcase. That was one of those powerbombs that would shorten someone's career.
Such an underhanded tactic there. A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars will successfully cash in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight. Looks like scaling the ladder was the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
And Tamina's confidence must be low after that attack.
Carmella showing she can be a brutal competitor on that exchange.
She goes back into the ring.
Gets herself out of harm's way.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Italian, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
And the announce table's getting a makeover.
That's not very feng shui.
That definitely says more chaos to me.
Victory is within reach now.
It's going to take some time, but you got to just keep going.
And able to beat Natalia to the punch. Got flipped upside down there.
Turns that way.
Ooh. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Single leg drop kick. Sliding into the ring now.
Becky moves out of the way.
Calculating the next move here. And after that shot to the knee, what could be next? You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a powerbomb with that much force. Flair getting out of the ring the hard way.
Oh, man, inverted backbreaker.
She's just begging her to come at her now.
Oh, my! Oh, man!
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Being placed in the corner here. Kicks right into the midsection. Opponent dropped in the corner. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Going to be rosy after that impact.
Ooh! Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Look at that insult to injury with that one. She's looking winded now.
This deep into a ladder match, the last thing you want is to start.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
And undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder? Let's hope this thing doesn't get any closer to us.
Hoping's a good start, but we might be better off just backing up now. Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalia, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb a ladder at all. She's going for it.
She certainly is. She can do it.
Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory.
Working on the hook here.
It's just a matter of time now.
No room for error on top of the ladder.
The crowd is going absolutely crazy right now.
That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams, but the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any two of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day 1. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the 4-time tag team champions?
The following contest is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing 2 super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
On the line of the Tag Team Championships, teams in their respective corners going over final strategies.
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain, punishment.
2 of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
They'll take things into the ring. Big kick right to the gut.
Into a powerbomb. The champion into the pin. Lifts up the shoulder.
Trying to make short order of things there.
Draped over the top rope. Connects the fist to the face. Great counter.
New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not shoot for the title. New champ.
He's able to kick out before 2.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup.
Running FTO plants him.
Nicely done. Up and around. It took the world slam. And a stop to the gut, too.
So many amazing matches between these 2 teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter
Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. And the frenetic pace the New Day loves so much got a bit halted there.
That is the meaner, more aggressive Jey Uso coming out to play.
Turns it around. Shoulders are down.
Is this enough to retain?
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E early.
Up high.
Got him on that turnbuckle. Straight into the pin. Stops the ref count before 2.
An emphatic kick out, and there's still a lot of game left here.
Jumping headbutt. That last attack really took a toll on the champ.
And seeing that you're surrounded by the steel cell can't be any comfort.
The champ left railing a little by that last blow.
There is no comfort, no mercy inside the cell. It's only going to get worse.
Launched right out of the ring. Ooh! The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the 2 best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are 2 very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around the waist.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
Unloading with an uppercut.
Lots of damage under the challenger now.
The way the cell tests your endurance, your resiliency is no joke.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams. Shoulders down to retain. He breaks the ref's count before 2.
Still not enough to put him away.
Ooh, Jimmy manages to counter. Force the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection. He finds a counter for Jey. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Sliding Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. And Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these 2 teams wanting to claim supremacy for themselves.
Now, this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in.
Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some.
Just wailing away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous. Jumping headbutt.
Title in the balance with the pin.
Got it. No, just a 2.
How? Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
For the wheelbarrow baseball cover.
We're going to check this down.
Kick out after 1 for the challenge.
smart, taking the one to catch your breath. Vicious reversal with an elbow right to the mush. Counter. Sorry. Boom. The direct headshot. Just sickening. Watch out. One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch. Clothesline takes him down. Forget about it. Clothesline. What impact. Oh, clothesline. Forcefully delivered. The point of the elbow finds the mark. Elbow drop.
No telling what's underneath the ring tonight. Rocket kick.
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any rogue ninja attacks.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.